Okay, so we are planning our Seattle. I almost said St. Louis. Our Seattle vacation for next July. So does July work for everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any specific
totally.
weeks that would be better for anybody?
After the holiday.
After the 4th? Okay. So Seattle in July. Serena, you have flown to Seattle before. Did you fly out of Chicago or Cedar Rapids?
Chicago.
Was that because it was cheaper?
I think so, yeah.
So I was trying to decide if it would be easier to fly out of Cedar Rapids since you live there and we could leave our cars at your house. Or would it be better to do Chicago?
It'd probably be easier to do Seattle or my house.
So I guess it would kind of depend. Like, obviously we want the price difference.
Right.
My other thought was Milwaukee is also as big of an airport as Chicago, and my parents could drop us all off and pick us up from the airport, and we could leave our cars at their house.
Okay, so we're going to look at Milwaukee, Cedar Rapids, and Chicago and see pricing.
The prices might just be better in Milwaukee.
Okay, so the plan was to rent an Airbnb while we're there. So we need to figure out how much space we need.
Okay.
So we're going to need a room for us, Michael and Livy, hopefully 2 rooms, but that's not a guarantee, just so you guys know. Serena and Kyle, and will it just be you or you and a friend?
Probably just me.
Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5.
4 to 5.
And then how many bathrooms do we think we want to try to look for?
I believe at least 2 with the number of people going. Libby is suggesting 3.
Livy is suggesting 3. Michael, what do you think?
2.
2?
I think 2 will work.
2 to 3?
Say 2 to 3 with the number of adults.
I need 1 for myself.
You need he needs his own
requires his
bathroom.
own bathroom.
Okay, well you don't get a bedroom then.
Okay.
You can sleep in the bathtub.
Guess that's fair.
Alright, so while we're there, Justin is going to let us use one of his cars and do that car sharing thing. Do we think that'll work, or do you think we should also try to utilize the car sharing or rent a car?
The car share is probably fine.
Okay.
I guess it depends on how many people or where we're going, I suppose. But if we can use the car share and his, that should be enough space.
Because I know some of the stuff will probably be within walking distance, the stuff that we're doing in the city, but we're planning on going to a lot of parks.
We are.
And that's going to take, I think he said most of the parks are an hour or so from his apartment.
I guess it'll depend on how big the car is in the car sharing. If it's a van, it'll fit. But if not, then
Okay, so then the other question is, what do we want to try to do while we're there?
I like the hiking. Museums, maybe.
Okay, so Serena, you've been there. You're the only one in the room that's been there. What did you do while
The
you
aquarium
were
is really cool.
there? The aquarium's really cool.
Definitely. You mentioned the zoo, but I haven't been there.
Okay.
I like zoos.
kids are just on a zoo.
Yeah.
As many zoos as we can possibly go to. Kick. Would you? Zoo?
Yes, zoo.
Zoo.
Okay,
Do good.
so did you do anything else while you were there?
I went on the Space Needle, but I think it's kind of underwhelming, you know. Tall building, they're all the same.
Yeah.
There's a cool sculpture park,
Okay.
kind of in the downtown area. A lot of good food.
A lot of good food. Yeah, we'll have to get ideas on that. Michael, there is an aerospace museum. Is that something you would want to
Yes.
check out? Okay. And then as far as the parks, we want to try to do the national parks that are nearby.
Olympic.
Olympic is the one we want to do.
Yeah, definitely want to do Olympic. I had a couple of different trails, and then Mount Rainier is the volcano.
Volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
An
It's not
inactive
active. It's not
volcano.
active.
For now.
You never
Dun dun
know.
dun!
So, I know you didn't go to any parks while you were there. Was there any you wanted to go to?
I don't know much about it, but I'm definitely interested.
Anything, just any of them.
Yeah.
Like I know Justin and Gonzalo go to a lot of them, so we'll probably take their suggestions for the most part. What about you, John?
I don't know. I don't know what it's like up there. I don't know the names of the different parks.
Okay,
but
so you're just along for the ride.
yeah, a mountain sounds cool.
Yeah.
A volcano sounds cool too.
All right, so we will try to hit those up, and then there's whale watching on the ocean, so we'll have to figure out how we want to do that. So there's either ferries that take you to the islands around there that you usually, according to Justin, will see whales or dolphins. Or there's specific cruises you can take that somehow guarantee, but those are kind of expensive. So do we want to look into pricing on those, or just take ferries and hope?
I think we could look into pricing, but I'm kind of leaning more towards to just take the ferries, the beaches on the islands, right? So we can take do like a beach day and ferry across.
I mean, either way, that's the ocean, which will be the first time the kids have seen the ocean.
Same.
And I've seen like the Gulf of Mexico.
I
That's
think the ferries are on the ocean.
well, that's right, because the ocean would be
There's
the
a
other
lake.
side of the islands,
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh,
they?
that's true.
Yeah.
But we might have to make a drive to the ocean anyways to go see
Okay.
the ocean.
I didn't
It might
think.
be too
So
far.
how do you see whales? There's whales in the lake?
I have no idea. I'm not. I
Guess
don't
we're
know
gonna
anything
have to
about
ask
the whales.
Justin.
Yeah. Okay. We'll ask Justin. So pricing. We'll look into pricing on whale cruises, and go from there, and ask about ferries. Maybe he's talking about somewhere else.
Probably.
Because he says he's for sure seen whales and dolphins from the ferries.
Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah, the
lake or is it an inlet?
It might be an
It's
inlet.
connected to the ocean.
Yeah, it's an inlet from the ocean, so there might be some that go in there. So maybe that's what he sees. Okay. What other things? We're mostly gonna eat,
Yeah, we're planning on taking food,
Taking
right?
food.
Well, not taking because we can't do it on
buying
a plane.
food while
but-
we're there, and just preparing food in the Airbnb. But we'll probably go out to dinner a few nights or something.
Yeah. I think we talked about making an Amazon order and like sending it to Justin's house before, so that way we could just pick stuff up.
Cool.
Because Justin said groceries are pretty expensive in Seattle.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
like any non-perishable things that we know we're gonna want, we can send there.
Does Seattle have like a Philly cheesesteak? You know?
Oh, like you have
Like
to
a
eat this
classic-
thing
What
in
do you get in
Seattle?
Seattle?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to look into
I
it.
don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, we're gonna have to go to Starbucks because it's like the original.
Well, there's one on every corner,
Exactly.
so it'll be easy.
Well, and the kids like it.
Is that a joke? Or
They
you-
no, they don't get
love-
coffee.
They don't
in
get
their
coffee.
Starbucks, but
They get the frappuccinos without the caffeine in them.
Okay.
Like we specifically order them and then go no
I couldn't
coffee
tell
in
if that
them.
was a sarcastic.
No,
No,
they
no,
really do.
they love
we got them pumpkin
They're
spice
currently obsessed
frappuccinos
with
yesterday.
pumpkin spice.
So, um,
We're at 8 minutes.
okay. So I don't really have any other things. We just
It
need
sounds
to
like a
look
pretty good
into
plan.
all the pricing
Pricing and everything.
all of that. And okay, great.
Officially pick a date.
I'm so excited! Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
We planned it.
Bye bye, teacher.